Good morning, good morning, good morning, collective. Okay, for those of you who are new, welcome to Carmaboo Tarot. My name is Carmen. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I use tarot cards, runes, numerology, letters, and crystals for divination. I also use colorful language. If any of that offends you, feel free to hard left the video. Okay? Alright, on that note, we're going to get a general read this morning. Let's see what we got. Sleeping on, okay. Oh, somebody's having trouble sleeping. Some of you are feeling like people are extremely distant at this point. You're kind of questioning your needs, is how I would put it. Yeah. Some of you are trying to question what your purpose is, wondering if you're on the right path currently, especially with all the events that are going on, you know, internationally, nationally, community-wise at this point. Yeah. I think a lot of you might be really questioning what it is that you're divinely guided to do at this point, okay? Some of you are being hindered from leadership because, yeah. Some of us missed the signal. Some of us missed the message here. Some of us missed the sign. I think there's a lot of us that were given a sign, probably based upon hindrances. Repeated cycles that you at this point have stopped, okay? The repeat is reversed here. I do think that there's quite a few of you that missed the green light, okay? Like, we're still sitting at the fucking red light. Could be with your career. Could be with movement. Like, maybe some of you were looking for property and you just haven't found what you're looking for. Some of you are struggling with a need for power at this point. Like, maybe you haven't been promoted when you thought that you should be by this point. Some of you might still be being codependent upon other people for living space or for necessities. I just heard the word necessities. Yeah. Some of you might be finding it struggling with time management. Some of you might be struggling with your partner. You might be struggling to put food on the table, or struggling for sleep, or having a place to lay your head at this point. There's a lot of struggles going on within the collective and within communities at this point. What else, Spirit? What else we got? Yeah. Okay, I could be talking to a Virgo here, or somebody who's a life path 9. They could be a fire sign. Ooh, actually, you know what? 9 is the number of the Hermit as well. So we could be talking to a Taurus or a fire sign here. Could be multitudes of people. Somebody could be struggling with issues with their children at this point as well. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I just saw an image of somebody getting court paperwork, but you need to focus on what the content of it is, not the intent, okay? Some of you might be getting like a court letter about custody. Focus on the content, like what is actually being done in the court paperwork. Like, if it's just a summons to court, then nothing has happened yet other than you're being summoned to court, okay? If the other party has hired a lawyer, then you should probably do the same. If they have not, then I would just go to the court date, okay? Don't repeat negative cycles that hinder you at this point. Don't spend more money than you need. Some of you need to stop smoking weed. I'm going to put that out there here with herb upside down. Some of you might be struggling with anxiety at this point, and I think maybe the mota helps you sleep. Some of you have been trying herbal healing. I don't think it's particularly working at this point. For those of you who have tried the holistic route to heal some sort of ailment or illness or sickness, and if it's not working, you should go see a regular specialist for the illness that you're dealing with, or a shaman. They might be able to help you in different routes or different types of holistic healing that might work better for you, like acupuncture or a chiropractor or an herbalist that actually makes like forms of medication that are all natural, okay? Some of you need to really get a hold of some of that. Okay, what else do we got, Spirit? Okay. For those of you dealing with an air sign, it's probably it's been a year or years. You might be investigating as to why this person wasn't attending a birthday party or wasn't present for the last year. This could be about the custody paperwork that I saw. I don't think this other person is investigating you. I think they're just at this point trying to get back into the picture. They want movement. They've been inspired to come back around. I don't think it came from another person. I don't think it came from a partner. It's not like they have a boyfriend or girlfriend who's pushing them to make a relationship with their children. I feel like this person's genuinely coming forward. Okay. Let's divvy on some of these. Let's focus on this one. Is this mother or father coming in? Are their intentions pure? Page of Wands reverse. They're watching. Also with the air sign there. With the, okay, yeah, Five of Swords here. I feel like this person has been in a mental hardship as to whether they should stay and do the hard thing of co-parenting or whether they should just walk away and enjoy their freedom. I think it was a real struggle for them to understand, but I do think that recently they've seen the child or seen pictures of the child or spoke with somebody who deals with the child on a regular basis, or they've been watching the child. Yeah, they're disappointed at what, Spirit? Oh my gosh, it flew across the room. Sweet Jesus. Good gods, come back. Come back. Yeah. They're wanting to grow. Six of Cups here, okay? They are wanting to take the steps to try to put things back together with this child because they have missed so much time with them, okay? They really do want to try. Is it a guarantee that they're going to commit and engage to it? Not exactly, but they're willing to give it a shot, and that's what is important here, okay? Try not to block the other parent from co-parenting unless it's an unsafe situation, and you all know what I'm talking about with that, okay? If there's abuse, if there's neglect, then don't, I would say fight it. But if there is not 100% undeniable problems like that, lawful problems with this parent being in this child's life, let them try, okay? I pulled an 8 of Cups on the herb card as well. There's definitely some of you that need to stop smoking weed. That could be what's hindering you at this point. I don't feel like you're repeating a cycle, but you're in that stagnant energy here. For those of you who feel like people are being nosy as fuck and questioning your path, you need to get off the marijuana or off the how do you say it? The supplements, okay? If you're taking 6 pills to wake up and 5 pills to go to sleep, you need to figure out what you can cut out, okay? Because it's making you lethargic. And when you're lethargic, you're stagnant, okay? You can't follow your path if it's diluted. If your mind frame and your thought patterns are blurred and obscured, I mean, how can you see where you're going if you can't see the road signs? You know what I mean? If you can't focus long enough to see the signs, how are you going to follow it? You know what I mean? Life does not have a GPS. Sometimes you got to actually pull out the map and direct yourself. You have to make a plan, make a route, and go. And sometimes you run into detours, okay? Sometimes you get the detours. I think we're past the detour here, okay? We're coming on to the road construction closure here. You know what I mean? Like, it's either one way or the other. You're going to have to choose to embrace yourself as you spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally are, or you're not. Yeah, the Magician. A lot of you need to manifest this. A lot of you are going to have to really draw from deep within here, okay? From really, really, really deep in there. You guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, an Aries, or a life path 1. You may be a life path 1, okay? I think you're going to have to dig deep to get past these repeated patterns. I think you're going to have to really focus on your time management. Some of you need to actually sit down and meditate, Like you need to meditate and really call forth from your spirit guides and universe what it is that you actually want. Like you see all the green around him? Like you need to ground yourself, okay? You need to ground it. You need to be specific, clear, concise about what you're trying to manifest here, because you're going to have to walk away from things, okay? Specifically material things or things that make you feel at this point emotionally happy, but they're not truly fulfilling to you or your purpose. You're going to have to walk away from those things. All right, let's see. Who missed the sign here? The fire sign with the red light. Yeah, somebody was a high priestess. You definitely got a sign to let shit cut loose. Like, you definitely had the sign. You had the opportunity to make things even, to put things out on the playing field. And I think you chose to take the higher path at this point and either not argue with someone or something or some corporation or some lawyer. It could be a lot of things here with the high priestess. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius yourself with fire placements, perhaps. Somebody felt like they were doing the better thing by keeping a secret, okay? You definitely did. I feel like you may have got a almost aggressive message from a third party. This could be leading into the air sign that had the court information, okay? It very well could be. This could potentially be the same group here. It could be a fire sign dealing with an air sign, okay? This could be a high priestess that you just kind of were going about your own mind and minding your own business. You know, you weren't spreading any type of negativity. You were just kind of growing your garden, finding your inner peace, focusing on introspection instead. You could have been actually taking yourself, like social order within as well here. I feel like you wanted your joy. You wanted your joy. You wanted pleasure. You wanted comfort. Some of you might have been expanding on your occult abilities. Some of you might have been focusing on renewal and healing. Okay. And then comes the Three of Cups reversed. Okay. So that is not really a very healthy energy. Okay, like this is not wanting to be in a group. This is definitely somebody who wanted to be alone. Like you wanted the truth, you probably got it, to be honest with you. Specifically if you're a fire sign. If it's a fire sign looking for the truth here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Knowledge is power for us, and we're passionate, we're creative, we're resourceful, we're hopeful, and we are knowledge based. Aries specifically rules the head, okay? Like you might be getting a message about court, or you may just have. It could just be the court system coming after you to be like, hey, such and such wants to come back around. You know what I mean? I don't think you're having it. I don't think you're having it. Like at this point, you're kind of Queen of Swords energying this. You're like, I don't want this person around. I got this on my own. They can fuck off. Like they were gone for this long and they can stay gone. Like your heart is literally in a cage at this point. Like you don't feel it's necessary. What else, Spirit? What else? Oh, that flew out. Eight of Swords, yeah. I do think you've done your healing. I think you're able to look yourself in the mirror now and feel like you did the right thing, that you're stronger for it, okay? Most definitely. But there's still a lot of you that the little things still poke at you. You know what I mean? Like, okay, should I really have done this? Should I really be pushing this issue? Is this issue going to trap me in another situation? For instance, okay, I hire a lawyer, but now I have to pay retainer fees and then pay for each court date. Or I could go to the court date and deal with the front of the court or whatever agency handles your custody and child issues. Okay? It could be. Or I could go to court without a lawyer and take the gamble. Is it really necessary at this point? It's kind of the questions you're going for. What is and what is not necessary to protect myself, to protect my children, to protect my peace, to protect everything I've worked hard to heal, to protect my territory, my property, my legacy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is really important at this point to protect those? Okay? A lot of you are really focusing and zoning in on that. For sure. All right, let's get some runes. Okay. What do we got, Spirit? What do we got for advice? Let's do the one we're talking about first. Let's do legal information and dealing with custody issues for children. Let's do this one first. What's the advice? Nice. Delays, restriction, restraint, leading to strength, innovation, need fire, self-reliance, distress, confusion, conflict, and the power of will to overcome them. Okay. Some of you are stressed out. Some of you have been delayed. Some of you are needing to be more self-reliant here. Okay. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself more than anything else. If this court date gets delayed, okay, don't stress it. Focus on your needs. Nadice's needs, okay? Focus on your needs, your children's needs. Is paying the lawyer fee going to make it to where you could possibly lose your housing? Not a good idea. Should you be applying for more help? Focus on your needs, okay? What you can control. At this time, you have the power of will to overcome anything, okay? As long as your needs are satisfied, your basic needs are satisfied, you have the power to overcome anything right now, period. Okay. Okay, Spirit, let's focus on the person doing holistic healing or finding hindrances. Wow, that flew out. Degas. Okay, somebody's going to have a breakthrough, awakening, awareness, daylight clarity as opposed to nighttime uncertainty. Some of you who work third shift need to switch your shift to first or second. A time to plan or embark upon an enterprise. Okay. Awaken. Awaken. One more time. Awaken. There's a breakthrough right in front of you, or it's coming right to you. It's coming right to you. Here real soon, somebody's about to have a breakthrough here, okay? And it probably comes from this manifestation. You need to sit and ground yourself and look within. Look within. Your breakthrough's right there. It's not as hard to walk away from these things as you physically feel like it is. It's really not. Some of you need to focus, again, like I said, on time management. Some of you need to, you need the time to plan. You need the time to plan. Some of you are going to find that breakthrough. You're going to be awakened. Some of you are going through an awakening process now that could explain the herbology or needing to see the shaman, the lack of sleep, the paranoia, the non-focusing on your own self-care or your own needs, okay? When you go through an awakening and you start getting downloads or visions or your third eye starts opening, it's just one thing right after another, okay? And it is complicated, and a lot of people do lack their self-care, or they lack caring for anything but that awakening for quite some time. A lot of us try to focus every little bit of excess energy we have other than survival on the awakening, okay? On the breakthroughs. Specifically, if we're fire signs, we're real good at that. When we find a breakthrough, we just run with the ball. You know what I mean? We're gone. Air signs are notorious for it too, and we have fire and air signs here. Okay? Alright. Just saying. Whew. Alright, collective, those are the messages that I have for you. If it resonated, please do hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Lets me know I'm connecting with you guys, and also helps us get our content out through YouTube's algorithm. Alright, if you'd like a personal reading, the information is in the description box below the video, along with the link to the birth chart website, which I highly recommend. Sometimes it's hard to understand. I still don't understand my entire birth chart, so I certainly don't expect you guys. But to know your top 3, your ascending, descending, and moon signs, pretty important, okay? All right. I keep seeing Jupiter. Like, I keep seeing the moon and Jupiter. I'm not 100% sure what Jupiter is in right now or how it's affecting us, but the fire sign and the Jupiter have literally popped out to me like 3 times throughout this reading, so it may be significant for somebody, okay? Somebody needs to look at where Jupiter is and what it is in their birth placement. It's just there. It's just there, okay? All right, collective. I love each and every one of you so, 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 so much. I appreciate everybody that comes and views. And I wish y'all peace and prosperity.